Today, we're talking about a topic that affects many newlyweds, wedding debt. The average wedding in the US costs over $30,000, and for many couples, this leads to taking on debt. I'll be sharing tips on how to budget for a wedding, avoid wedding debt, and manage existing debt. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the cost of weddings. Weddings have become increasingly expensive and can easily surpass the average budget in the form of credit card debt, personal loans, or even borrowing from family. And while it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of planning a wedding, it's important to consider the long-term impact of wedding debt. So, how do we avoid taking on wedding debt? The key is to budget for your wedding. Start by setting a realistic budget that works for both of you. Then, prioritize your expenses and make trade-offs. It's important to understand the cost of different wedding elements and find ways to reduce expenses where you can. For example, consider having your wedding on a non-peak day or opting for a smaller venue. Another way to avoid wedding debt is to pay for your wedding in cash. This means saving up for the big day and avoiding the temptation to finance it with credit cards or loans. Additionally, it's important to avoid financial pressure from family and friends. Your wedding day should be about you and your partner, not about impressing others. But what if you've already taken on wedding debt? The first step is to assess the current level of debt and create a repayment plan. Prioritize paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first and try to make more than the minimum payment each month. It's important to understand the impact of interest and fees on your debt and to be mindful of the long-term effects of wedding debt on your financial stability. Looking to the future, it's important to develop a budget for your newly married life. This includes building an emergency fund and reducing debt. Planning for major life events such as buying a house or having children is also important. The impact of wedding debt on long-term financial stability should not be underestimated. Finally, let's talk about the impact of wedding debt on stress in relationships. Wedding debt can put a strain on newlyweds, so it's important to manage stress and communicate with each other. There are resources and support available for managing wedding debt, so don't hesitate to reach out for help. That's it for today's video on wedding debt. I hope you found this information helpful and learned some tips for budgeting for a wedding, avoiding debt, and managing existing debt. If you have any questions or would like to see more videos like this, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Click the link in the description box and download your wedding planning printables today.